How's it going, guys? Thank you for watching Sha-Boom News. My name is Lane. We got 4 more stories to cover today, so let's go ahead and get started on this. Alright guys, so I'm going to start by telling you that the source for this headline is Ripley's Believe It or Not, because when I first started telling my family about this, they immediately were like, no, that's not real, there's no way. Obviously they were the not. So I hope you do believe it, but it is a bullet reached its destiny years later. This story is from way back in 1883, so it's gonna be really hard to believe. Just bear with me. So what happened with this story is this man named Henry broke up with his girlfriend, and due to distress, she ended up committing suicide, and her brother wasn't too happy about it, so his solution was to try to kill her ex-boyfriend. I don't understand why that's what he came to, but it is. Now, he went to Henry's house and tried to kill Henry and immediately committed suicide because he didn't want to serve the rest of his life in prison for murder. Now, he didn't actually kill Henry. The bullet just barely grazed past his head and went into a tree that was behind him. And years later, Henry decided that he wanted to cut this tree down, and for some reason, he thought it was such a difficult task that instead of cutting it down, he decided to put a couple holes in the tree and put some dynamite in the tree, and he was just going to blow the tree up instead. When he did this, the bullet ended up blowing up with the tree, since it was still in there, and going right into Henry's own head, killing him. And that's pretty much how the story goes. Moral of the story: never use dynamite to blow up a tree. That's what I got out of it. This headline was pretty inspiring to me. I hope it inspires you guys a little bit too. It's called Utterly Cute. Girl Teaches a Cow How to Jump Like a Horse. See what they did there? It kills me. This girl, Hannah Simpson from New Zealand, ended up teaching her dairy cow how to run and jump like a horse would. Now, talking about this story would not be complete unless I had some kind of picture or video to show you guys what it would be like if a cow hurdled or ran like a horse would. Now, of course, I did my research and found you guys videos and pictures of what it looks like. It really makes me personally want to teach one of my animals how to do crazy tricks. Come on, speak! We got a long way to go. This next headline is called Thief Stuffs Python Down His Pants at a Pet Store. I don't really understand what events in this guy's life made him feel like this was a good idea. On January 8th, a guy walks into a pet store and grabs a python from its container, and you see him deliberately sticking it into his pants. I really wish I could have seen the aftermath of what happened after he put it in his pants and tried to walk out of this pet store, but all I have is a short little clip of him grabbing it out of the exhibit and stuffing it into his pants. I mean, I guess if you get to the point where you want a snake bad enough and you just can't afford it, I could see why in your brain you would think going to a pet store and stuffing one in your pants is a good idea. But still, not the best. Save the story for last because it is by far the craziest of the 4 that I have showed you guys today. It is called A Woman Tries to Smuggle Her Boyfriend Out of Prison in a Suitcase. Not the worst idea they could have gone about it, but not the best. This lady, Antoinita, went to go visit Brian Jose Garcia with her 6-year-old daughter and a suitcase. As she was leaving, a bunch of people could tell that she was struggling with the suitcase, making it seem very suspicious. And so they immediately checked out the suitcase and they found Jose Garcia stuffed and contorted inside of the suitcase. worst part about this story is, of course, Jose Garcia went back to prison, and his girlfriend got arrested as well, and the 6-year-old daughter got taken away by Child Protective Services until everything could get sorted out. It breaks my heart that that happened to her, but it happens, unfortunately. But on the brightest side of things, now you know that trying to put your loved one inside of a suitcase, take them out of prison, is not the way to go. There are many other ways to go about it. Alright guys, that sums up this episode of Sha-Boom News. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Say bye, Bundy. We still got a lot of work to do. I'll see y'all next week.